know how we do it. Welcome to the 49ers YouTube report. I am your host, King Chuck. And man, we got something to talk about, y'all. We got a little something to talk about today. Hold on, let me fix this shit real quickly, y'all. Let me get it right. Let me get it right. Let me get my lighting right. Let me get all this shit right. So, Purdy came back today. And hey, everybody got to say it. Even me, we was on his ass. We was all saying he had to come back. Hey, appreciate you guys. If you guys are in the stream, thank you for hitting the like. Welcome to the stream, you guys. Like I said, this is the 49ers YouTube report, and I am your host, King Chuck. And man, Purdy came back with a vengeance. And like I said, we were all on his ass to get back, how he was going to do. Mac Jones came and took the spotlight for the last couple weeks. And man, oh man, what's up, Cloud? I see you in there, boy. What's going down? Now that's an ass whooping. We needed to, man, we needed that. We needed it. And that's what I was trying to tell everybody before. I was like, look, guys, it's all about the standings right now. At the end of the day, we keeping the pressure on the Rams and the Seahawks. With the Seahawks losing today, it was a huge win on us trying to get that one little step up, and that's what we needed. So, like I said, everybody said it was a lot of pressure on Brock Purdy, which it was. Mac Jones came out there and did his thing. But at the end of the day, Purdy is the $40 million man. So he came out there, had the pressure on him, and what did he do? The dude shined. And we're not going to put too much on it, but what I like, guys, is the efficiency. Very, very efficient. Rams and Seahawks play again in a few weeks. I know that's going to be a big one. But what I like, man, Cloud, very, very efficient. Came out there, took what the defense gave him, and I honestly think him watching Mac Jones over the last couple of weeks, dinking and dunking, taking sometimes that first read, just getting positive yards, goes a long way. And I think for the most part, and you look at his numbers, 19 for 26, 200 yards, 3 touchdowns. Not going to blow anybody out the water as far as the amount of yards, but I look at the 19 for 26 and the 200 yards, and I look at that as efficiency, okay? 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's the key thing with Brock Purdy. Yes, there was a couple times where he kind of floated the ball and it was, potential for interception. But for the most part, throughout the game, he stayed clean, kept the ball clean. So I got to give Brock Purdy a lot of credit. The dude came in there, he had a lot of shit, weighing on him, and he at least showed with the pressure on him, he can come out there and do his thing. And I think that kind of gives him room and everybody a chance to breathe and relax. Like I said, us Niner fans, we did not want him not to succeed. But at the end of the day, this is a results, bottom line business. Either you're performing or you're not. It's just that simple. And you had a dude that was throwing interceptions, and then Mac Jones comes in. He was a higher recruit. He comes in here and shows that he can grasp this offense, and he leads us. And you can see the team rallying behind him. So at the end of the day, it's next man up. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to win. We're at a state where we're trying to win. But shouts out to Brock Purdy. Big win for the 49ers. We win 41-22 over the Arizona Cardinals, which was abysmal. Let's not call it what it is, guys. Thank you guys for getting in the stream. We just had 17 people jumping in the stream. Welcome, guys. So let's look at these numbers, guys. Let's look at the numbers. And it was good to actually see Ricky Pearsall get back out there. And you guys can kind of see, if we can continue to kind of ride the ship a little bit, we get some guys back healthy, maybe we start, trying to change the tide a little bit as we get into the playoffs. Still don't want to put too much on it because at the end of the day, it's going to be very, very hard to get to where we need to go with all these injuries. But I like what I've seen. Christian McCaffrey, 13 carries, 81 yards. We have Brian Robertson Jr., 8 carries, 24 yards. Not bad. Okay, and so receiving, it was a breakout game for George Kittle today. He had 2 touchdowns, 6 receptions, 67 yards on the day. And then you had Jawan Jennings, 4 receptions, 54 yards. Christian McCaffrey, 5 receptions, 40 yards. So, like I said, main important thing that we did today was we kept the pressure on the Seattle Seahawks. At the end of the day, all it takes is for one of those teams to slip up and lose, and then just like that, we're back in the driver's seat. And remember, with us having that division game lead over them with the tiebreaker, especially the Seahawks, you know what I'm saying? We're still in it. And I think that's where we need to be sitting, Niner fans. We just need to enjoy this shit until it's not here no more, because at the end of the day, the NFL is wide open this year. Wide open. Anybody can win it this year. So, like I said, if the Niners happen to get healthy, maybe they might can pull something off. The trade deadline is passed. I don't know what else can happen as far as adding more players. But all we can really hope for at this time, guys, is second string and third string players stepping up. And we also got to hope that some of our guys that have been injured come back and they perform big. So we're just going to have some new guys step up. It's that simple, guys. Nobody's fucking coming through that door coming to save us. We are who we are at this point in the season. So the trade deadline has already passed. There's really nothing else that we can do. You know, we got a bye week coming up in the next couple of weeks. So at this point, we just kind of got to ride the storm, man, and see what we can do. But I'm very, very proud of the boys. We come out there and, like I said, we keep the pressure on the rest of the teams out there. And at the end of the day, that's all we can really do. So the one thing though that I'm not liking, guys, you had Jacoby Brissett go 47 for 57, guys, 452 yards, bro. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Guys, thank you guys for coming in the stream. Make sure we get them likes up. That's the only way people going to get out. Make sure that you guys like, subscribe to get all your 49ers news, man. I'm always coming with it every Sunday, guys. So, 452 yards, guys. Guys, our defense is horrible on that back end. Horrible. I'm sorry, man. Besides Lenore, oh my goodness, guys. And Robert Saleh, he's trying to come up with different blitzes, all type of shit to cover up these dudes' mistakes. And it just like, man, we got a lot of rookies and a lot of guys who are young, I don't think are ready for that smoke. But they don't have any choice. They're going to have to learn on the fly. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. Like I said, guys, nobody, and thank you guys for the like. I appreciate the love. Y'all know I love that. Appreciate that, y'all. But nobody is coming through that door to save us, guys, so we are who we are. Bethune is going to have to step up, and some of these back-end guys are going to have to step up. It's just that simple. So we look at the schedule. Next week, we have Carolina. We got the Panthers. Guys, we got to eat that game up. We got to take advantage of that game in the season right there. And then that's when we're hoping that some of these other teams go ahead and fall off and fall back. So while we're about to be playing, the Panthers next week, you got teams like Seattle, I think they play. They have an easy game next week, but the Rams, they have a decent game on who they're going against. So we look at it like this. One of them teams falls off and they mess around and lose and we keep our win. I'm looking at it like this. We should be 8-4 after next week. We should be 8-4. So the Seahawks mess around and fuck around and lose. The Rams mess around and lose. It can be all bad. So like I said, we can be right back in there, right back in the race. And like I said, the rest of our season, we got the Panthers, the Browns, the Titans, the Colts, the Bears, and the Seahawks. That whole entire schedule, guys, when I'm looking at, and thank you guys for the like, I appreciate it. The Colts is going to be a tough out. The Bears are now 7-3, and the Seahawks, we still got 3 tough games in there. Now, as much as I say that, we got the Panthers, the Browns, and the Titans. We gotta get all 3 of them games. It's like not even a if and but, none of that shit. If we lucky, we can mess around and beat the Colts and the Seahawks and the Bears. But I'm looking at the Panthers, the Browns, the Titans. That's putting us at 10 wins if we at least get those 3 wins right there. Now, between the Colts, the Bears, and the Seahawks, I say maybe we have a good chance of taking 2 out of 3 out of those. And if we take 1, that puts us at 11 wins. So that's looking like likely a wild card berth. I look at it like this. If we mess around and win the rest of our games, which is going to be very, very hard, but if we mess around and do it, the Rams, they play the Panthers, the Cardinals, the Lions. They play the Seahawks again. They play the Falcons and the Cardinals. So the Rams schedule is not too difficult neither. I look at them and they play the Buccaneers. Next week they do play the Buccaneers. And I think that game is in Tampa because they've had 2 straight home games. No, that game is in Los Angeles. Damn, one of them fools had 3 home games in a row. Like, man. Oh no, that was when I was in LA last week. That was the Chargers that had a home game there at SoFi because they shared the same. No, Chargers playing. So I'm tripping, playing two different stadiums. But anyways, the Rams schedule is bubblegum. So besides the Buccaneers and the Lions, and I guess you could add the Seahawks in there because that's a divisional game, and that should be in Seattle because they just played in LA. Yeah, that's in Seattle. So that's gonna be a big one, man. I'm looking at that. They got a couple cool division ones, and maybe the Cardinals might sneak one out in there as well. Let's look at the Seahawks schedule. The Seahawks play the Titans, the Vikings, the Falcons, the Colts, the Rams, the Panthers, and then they play us the last game of the season. I say if we win out, they're going to lose one or two of their games. It's going to be very, very hard for us to win out, though. I'm not going to lie. That game against the Colts, let me see. I think we're in Indianapolis. Yep. That game's in Indianapolis at Lucas Oil Stadium. So that's going to be a tough out, guys. I'm not going to lie. That's going to be a tough fucking out. That is going to be a tough out. But we get our confidence going. We get a couple wins under our belt. Who knows? You know how momentum is, guys. We're still a dangerous team. We're still a team that at the end of the day, none of these other teams want to play us. Nobody's just signing up to be like, even though the Niners aren't, we're not healthy. Nobody's like, yeah, let's go play the Niners. I highly doubt that. And even if they do play us and they got their confidence, they're going to still bring their best. Because I tell you what, we still a team. If you don't bring your fucking lunch, we going to pack that shit for you. So let's not get it twisted. That's what I'm saying, guys. We are still showing the fight, the heart of a lion, man, giving ourselves an opportunity. Man, let's look at it like this. Man, we 7-4. That's a cool schedule, man. 3 games above 500 is not easy to do. So I'm looking at it like that, man. Let's go and ride for our team, man. These dudes are fighting. Whether it's for the coach, for the jersey, these dudes are fighting. So, man, I got to give them our love, man. Them motherfuckers, until them motherfuckers ain't in it no more, I'm riding with them. And even when they ain't in it, I'm still riding for my boys. So, like I said, man, that's just what it is. Because we could have easily gave up on this season. You know what I'm saying? Try to get a good draft pick, all that. We didn't do that. We didn't mail it in. And I like that. We had every excuse to do that. All these injuries, we said bunk that. Nah, man, we riding for that. So shout out, man. We went out there and did our thing in Arizona. Got ourselves a big win. Like I said, kept keeping the pressure on the Seahawks. And if you look at the standings now, here we go right here. Seahawks are still above us in the standing, but that's because they got that bye. So we got one more. We played one more game than them. So like I said, guys, we right there. The Rams are right there to be had. Any of those teams take a loss, and we right on their ass. And that's what we doing. That's what we doing. Next week we play the Panthers. So it's on. We should get that win. I think we're back at the crib in that game. Back at home. Monday night game. Primetime game. Come on, man. After a big win, we should be 8-4 next week. We should be 8-4. We got our receivers back. We got Purdy with some more reps under his belt. He's gonna have a whole week of practice plus that extra day for Monday night. Yeah, man. Yes. This is a good opportunity. You got Brandon Ayuk. He gets an opportunity to get another week to come back. Man, I'm loving it, bro. I'm loving it. I'm loving where we at. I'm loving the opportunity that we got. So I look at it like this, guys. We have to keep the pressure on these boys. The Rams are still a good team, but like I said, guys, they are still to be had. The Rams are still to be had. It's nothing like we should be giving up on the season and be like, oh, the Rams are just that. No. Them motherfuckers can still lose. They got some tough games in there too, man. They got a couple tough games, and their division games are no jokey. Their division games are tough, man. So it's on, man. I'm excited, man. I wish we could have picked up that lap, man. If we would have picked up that last one against the Rams, man. That last one was crucial. That last one was crucial. That would have put them at 3 losses, man. We'd have been top dogs right now, top dogs in the division, and we'd have had the tiebreaker in the standings, man. That would have been crucial. So, but it is what it is, man. We came out there, we fought hard, we did what we had to do against a good, a decent, Arizona team. They're not really doing shit this season. So, but Jacoby Brissett, 452 yards, man. That's wild. That's why we let that dude go out there and throw it all over the place. So that is a little concerning that they were able to just kind of go out there and just throw the ball like that, because you got to think other teams are going to be seeing the same type of shit. So that is a little concerning, unfortunately, but it is what it is. So, hey, proud of the Niners, proud of what they did today. Like I said, the main thing today is that we want to do was keep the pressure. We didn't want to lose that game. We didn't want to fall back anymore in the standings, because I'm not going to lie, guys, we would have lost this game. It would have been pretty hard for us. And at this point, I probably wouldn't want us to keep winning, bro. Just go and keep getting draft picks and shit. What's up, CMC Cook? Bruh, he did his thing, man. I don't know if you're talking about the negative, but, man, he did what he had to do. George Kittle came out there and had 2 touchdowns. So I'm pleased what the boys did, man. At the end of the day, we needed to keep the pressure on everybody. Okay, Elliot, I'm telling you, man, he did his thing. He didn't have like one of them crazy Christian McCaffrey games, but what he did do is he went out there and he did exactly what he had to do. And I like Purdy. He kept it simple, man. Purdy didn't go out there and have but man, he was very efficient, no turnovers. That's huge, guys. That's huge. And I'm telling you, I really think for him seeing the game from a different perspective, watching the game from the bench and him watching Mac Jones, that gave him an opportunity to go out there and see, like, look, dude, I don't have to hit the home run every single time. If I see this dude first read, if I can get it to him 7 yards. Now, I might see these other dudes 10, 12 yards down the field, but if they got a safety right over the top and I can take that and I might throw it too high, that can be an interception. That happens a lot with him. Take that guaranteed 7 yards. You know what I'm saying? Take that. Then we live for another play. Then we get the first down. Now we got some shit going. At this point in the season, their season is over. Mac Jones should start, I think. I'm not going to lie. I still think Mac Jones is a better quarterback. But I do like the testicle fortitude of Brock Purdy, man. At the end of the day, that dude had a lot of pressure on him, and he still could have came out there and played terribly. The dude went out there and had 3 touchdowns, 200 yards, 19 of 26, no turnovers. You got to give it to him. Because if Mac Jones would have went out there and did that, we'd have been loving it. You know what I'm saying? We would have been loving that. We'd have been giving him props. We'd have been saying, but where I'm noticing it, guys, where I really notice it is the arm power. Like, even you're seeing like some of them passes and they get there, the dude wide open, Purdy get it there. The passes, it kind of like floats. When Mac Jones, that shit's on a rope. Bam! He just puts it right on it. And I'm just like, bruh, that's the shit. And so when I look at, and then some of these passes, when you look at it, you're like, if Mac Jones was in there, would he be able to make that pass? Yeah. There was not no passes that I really seen in there that was like, damn. But I will give it to you. The touch and the efficiency. He had George Kittle wide open, gave George Kittle a nice pass right over the breadbasket. Boom. Hit him. Love it. You can't say nothing about that. That was still touch. He had a target. He hit the target. That's all you can ask. It doesn't matter if Mac Jones can do it 2-mile-an-hour fast. At the end of the day, can you see the read and can you make the play? And I got to give it to him. He went out there and he played ball today with a ton of pressure. Just think, he fucks up, we're all yelling Mac Jones. Everybody's yelling Mac Jones. Everybody. Like Mike Jones, we yelling Mac Jones. That's how it was about to be. I'm telling you. Everybody was going to be on the Mac Jones train. So I got to give him props for that. I'm not a hater. And at the end of the day, I'm a Niner fan first. And that's why I was on Mac Jones, because I'm like, look, Purdy, I like you. I was loving you. But at the end of the day, if this dude can give us a better opportunity to win, I got to fuck with him. So what he did show me today, and the Niners showed it too, we're paying this dude $40-something million. We don't give a damn what Mac Jones is doing. We are way more invested in the Brock Purdy. So they're going to give him, guys, no matter what we want and what we say, Brock Purdy is going to get every benefit of the doubt to lose his job. which means he may have, like, for instance, I guarantee you, he would have came out there and played shitty today. Do you really think the Niners would have next week just be like, no, we're going to give up on you? No. He would have had a chance to fail again next week. Period. There's no doubt about it. He would have had another chance. Now he goes out and fails that game, he's going to get another one. Now it's probably after that third game where it's like, okay, now you're forcing the everybody's hand. You're showing the organization what you got. So now at that point, the organization doesn't want to lose money, because now it just looks like you're just hanging on to a loser. So when it gets to that point, that's when it's like, okay, yeah, we're paying you $40 million, but now we're losing fans, we're losing parking revenue, we're losing jersey sales. Let's go with who they want. If that's who they want, that's who they want. So, you know what I'm saying? The customer is always right. This is, at the end of the day, this is a multi-million-dollar business. So we got to call it for what it is. They're going to give him every benefit of the doubt. And as us Niner fans, we got to support him, guys. We got to ride with him. Thank you guys for the likes. Thank you guys for all the support. People been coming in and out of the stream. It's only 4 people in here right now, but we have 17 in. And those all count, guys. So, I appreciate you guys, because I'll go and look at the stream at the end. And next week, we'll have like 300 people that came in and out. So I appreciate it. All the love, guys. Thank y'all so much. And make sure that y'all hit that like, man, and come fuck with your boy. I'll be spitting that real shit. But like I said, guys, keeping the pressure on these teams is the biggest thing that we can do right now. And we're showing the fucking fight of a lion. I don't care, man. I don't care if these other teams are at full strength, man. We are out here doing this with second and third string guys. Shedeur Sanders sucks. Never make it in the NFL. Nah, I don't think so. He's decent. I think Shedeur can do it, man. I think Shedeur can do it. I think under the right system with the right protection, he can do it, man. He's already a freak athletically, and he can pass that rock. He can pass that rock. For instance, I'm glad you brought that up. Maybe feel for the game Shedeur didn't, maybe wouldn't have been ready for. So for me to say if Shedeur played in this game today, he could probably make all them same throws that Brock Purdy had. But let's look at it like this. Even though Brock Purdy balled, did he really do anything that we was like, oh my God, there was a defender there and he laced him through a defender? Nah. It was pretty much drew up, dudes was wide open. He just had to make the pass. Could Shedeur make them same type of passes? Come on now. Stop playing. Mac Jones did the same thing. I don't think it's a coincidence that Sam Darnold, Mac Jones, Brock Purdy, they all can just come into the offense and just, come on, man. Sometimes it's about scheme. Sometimes it's about coaching and getting put in the right situation, man. And I just think that Shedeur had all this extra shit on him that people just didn't want to give him a chance from the beginning. Don't nobody like somebody loudmouth, and that's all it is. They want to hate on him because he got confidence. Anytime a brother got confidence, people want to hate on that. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, they love Johnny Manziel. When he came, everybody was Johnny Manziel. Baker Mayfield, he got fire, he got passion, he got swag. They like him. So I don't even play them games. Anyways, like I said, man, no, that's not true. I hate Manziel. You may, but everybody was on his hype. Don't get me started. America is weird. Floyd Mayweather. Why do they hate Floyd Mayweather? He's an American fighter, undefeated. Because he's loudmouth. He does this, he does that, he does this. Guess what? Guess who we love? Conor McGregor, a loser, not from our country. Loudmouth, brash, but they love him. Let me not start. Let me not start. Let me not start. Bro, let me not start. I'm telling you, this country is weird, bro. This country is weird. But anyways, I love living in this country, though. As much as I say that, motherfuckers want to say that about America. You go somewhere else and you will see it may not, some countries is cool. But like I said, blessing to be in America. You're in all your feelings. I'm just telling you, that's how it is. Terrence Crawford, the same thing. Why don't we cheer on our American fighters? Terrence Crawford was a good dude, undefeated. Why does Canelo can sell out and have more of his fans for his fighter? But Mexico, they will back their entire countrymen. I don't understand that. We don't do that here. We don't do that here. We don't ride for our guys. We quick to jump on another person's coattail. Come on, bruh. Come on. People loved Ali. Yeah, that's after he died. Remember, when Ali didn't want to get into the military, and he would, trust me, there was a lot of people who did not like Muhammad Ali, bro. I don't want to hear that. Muhammad Ali had a lot of haters, bro. A lot of people didn't like him. A lot of people. Come on, man. Come on, man. It ain't about that, bro. It ain't about that. It ain't about that. I wish it was. It's not about that, though. But like I said, man, the 49ers did very, very well today. They came out there and performed bright under the lights. Shouts out to Brock Purdy for going out there and doing his thing. He looked so good. But like I said, very, very efficient. Sometimes somebody needs something to learn. Sometimes people need to watch under people. And maybe Brock Purdy needed to see that. That might have made him a better quarterback. That may have made him a better quarterback. So like I said, man, I like the fight. Because you got to think. Brock Purdy sitting there. He like, oh, these motherfuckers. Y'all saying Mac Jones, you want Mac Jones to be the quarterback? Oh, okay, yeah, I hear y'all. Y'all just gave up and like just like a couple weeks ago, just a week ago, I was y'all quarterback. I was y'all quarterback. Now y'all faking on me? He didn't even come out there and be like, he was just, Brock, man, I ain't even tripping, y'all. I ain't even tripping. It's still Niners. Man, I like that, man. I gotta give him, because I was even on his ass. I was on his ass too. So I can't even hate. Purdy, I was on your ass. I was like, you come out here in this next game and you throw one interception. And I'm yelling for Mac Jones. I got to give him credit. Because we already know if he would have came out there and had a bad game, guys, we would have been on his ass. We would have been all over him. Come on, guys. It would have been low-hanging fruit if he would have had a bad game for him to come out here and rip his nuts. It would have been easy. So we got to give him credit for performing. That's not easy. As much as it's like, oh, well, he just came out there. No, man. That is a lot of pressure. That is a lot of pressure. Seriously, man. And the dude went out there, and not only did he perform, man, he performed well. So, man, Brock Purdy, I got to give credit to where credit is due. I'm not about to be one of these dudes that's only going to be ready to sit here and talk shit. That's why I came here and I faced the fire. I came in and did my stream, and I came here to give you, Mr. Purdy, your props for what you came out here and did. You showed that you still that guy, and until you have multiple consecutive bad games, then we got to keep riding for you, and you was hurt. And today I did see you being able to push off that foot a little more. You was able to spread that rock a little bit. You held on to the ball. You protected the ball today. You took that first initial read sometimes was Brock Purdy, and how many times did he do it? How many times did y'all see that underneath route sitting there, and Brock Purdy still threw it over the middle, and that shit was high and was up in the air and almost got intercepted? That's what he does a lot, but I will give him credit, guys. Today, I seen him hit that first read more times than not today, man. And I'm telling you, that's what Mac Jones, that's the difference. Mac Jones will hit a lot of those little reads, and those will keep drives going. And then next thing you know, we got a second and 3 instead of a second and 10. Because Purdy he wants to kind of take that home run shot, and I want to maybe go after the guy if we got levels. We got the first guy at this level. He wants to take that guy on the second level and sometimes the third level. But there's always extra cornerbacks and safeties chilling back there. So if your shit ain't on point and they bobbling it and tippling all up, you're giving hella people opportunities to get the ball. And sometimes he tries to make every pass, and it's like, dude, that underneath route can be your best fucking friend as a quarterback, man. Don't be scared to take a guaranteed 5 yards. Those is almost guarantees, man. Those is almost guarantees. So we got to start taking that, man. We got to start taking advantage of that. And ultimately, man, he's going to need those. And because that's going to be Christian McCaffrey. That's going to be Kyle Juszczyk. That's going to be George Kittle. Those are a lot of his safety blankets, man. He's not trusting some of these other guys, and you can see it. Kendrick Bourne, he's still getting used to him. Ricky Pearsall. It's like, goddamn, dude, can you fucking stay not injured? Like, we want to love you so bad, dude, but your ass is always hurt. Seriously, bro. Like, I can't deal with this shit every single time. Get in. Dude, this dude had an opportunity to be the one of the best receivers in the league this year. He was, like, leading the league in yards. And then didn't play for, like, 4 or 5 games. Like, come on, bro. You're killing me. Small's like, bro, come on. Seriously, bro. Like, you got to do better than that. So we need cats to step up right now, man. We can't be having cats not play because their fucking ass cheek is hurting. Like, literally. We cannot have that. My butt's hurting. I can't, like, come on, bro. Like, we had cats like Navarro Bowman playing with, remember Patrick Willis over here playing with a fucking cast and shit, clubbing motherfuckers. Like, come on, man. We need that. Like, it's go time, bro. Like, we cannot afford anybody else to get out. So, hey, guys, I'm proud of my boys. Right now, we still sitting third in the division, but the Seahawks is lucky that they got their bye earlier in the week. I'm not going to lie. Next week, I'm not really expecting too much to change, guys. The Rams the Rams actually has the hardest game out of all of us. The Rams play the Buccaneers. The Seahawks play, who does Hawks play? Shit, my bad, guys. They play some bubblegum ass team next week. Let me see. Oh, shit. The Seahawks play the Titans. But I will say this. They're at Tennessee. But for what that's worth, Tennessee's 1-9. So, there you go. So, like I said, I don't expect much to change in the standings next week. Maybe the Rams lose, and that will be fucking huge. If they mess around and lose to Tampa, which is a very high probability that they can lose to them, that'll be big. I expect the Seahawks to win next week, and I expect us to win next week against Carolina. So, for the most part, guys, that's about it. We touched up on it, man. Once again, this was a big win for us to go out there and keep afloat in the standings. Let the fans know that we're not giving up on the season. We're still fighting. And I like that because that's letting them other teams know, man, the Niners got heart, man. Yeah, we over here playing full strength, and these fools barely don't got anybody, and we're still sitting up there right knocking on the door. Like, if y'all motherfuckers lose 1 or 2 games, we right there. So I'm like, nah, bro, that got to be respect, bro. And that's what I'm saying. No team right now is lining up to play the 49ers, bro. We are still a dangerous team, and we still, at the end of the day, we still have our top-tier talent, which means we got our quarterback. We have a good quarterback. We have a good tight end. We have a good wide receiver, and we have a good running back. It's just we don't have depth. So we did lose our linebacker. We did lose our actual number 1 receiver. But for the most part, we're very top-heavy. We just don't have shit on the back end, and we don't have a lot of depth. So, you know, I got to give my boys props, man. They came out there and fought this and fought hard, man. So, guys, that's it and that's all. Had to run a stream. Gave y'all like almost 35 minutes. This is a great stream, man. I appreciate all the love and the support that you guys continue to show your boy. And all my Stingers Up fans, guys, sorry I didn't get a Sack State podcast in yesterday. But tomorrow I'm going to get my Sack State podcast YouTube report in. So make sure that you guys stay tuned into that. And like I said, guys, I just continuously appreciate all the love that you guys show the channel. You guys come in and out, continuously support me, continuously give me that like and that love. And it does not go unnoticed, y'all. I appreciate you guys for messing with me. Until our next stream, man. That's gonna be next Sunday. I'm gonna be back, y'all. I appreciate the love. Thank you guys for tuning in to the 49ers YouTube report with your boy King Chuck. See y'all next week. Peace.